And the great master of invention answered, O honorable wife of Lord Odysseus, must you go on asking about my family? Then I will tell you, though my pain be doubled by it, and whose pain would not, if he had been away as long as I have, and had hard roving in the world of men. But I will tell you even so, my lady. One of the great islands of the world in mid-sea, in the wine-dark sea, is Crete, spacious and rich and populous, with 90 cities and a mingling of tongues. Achaeans there are found, along with Cretan hillmen of the old stock, and Kydonians, Dorians, and 3 bloodlines, Pelasgians, and one among their 90 towns is Knossos. Here lived King Minos, whom great Zeus received every 9th year in private council. Minos, the father of my father, Deucalion. 2 sons Deucalion had, Idomeneus, who went to join the Atreidae before Troy in the beaked ships of war, and then myself, Aethon by name, a stripling next to my brother, but I saw with my own eyes at Knossos once Odysseus. Gales had caught him off Cape Malea, driven him southward on the coast of Crete, when he was bound for Troy. At Amnisos, hard by the holy cave of Eleuthia, he lay to and dropped anchor in that open and rough roadstead, riding out the blow. Meanwhile he came ashore, came inland, asking after Idomeneus. Dear friends, he said they were. But now 10 mornings had already passed, 10 or 11, since my brother sailed. So I played host and took Odysseus home, saw him well lodged and fed, for we had plenty. Then I made requisitions, barley, wine, and beeves for sacrifice, to give his company abundant fare along with him. 12 days they stayed with us, the Achaeans, while that wind out of the north shut everyone inside. Even on land you could not keep your feet. Such fury was abroad. On the 13th, when the gale dropped, they put to sea. Now all these lies he made appear so truthful, she wept as she sat listening. The skin of her pale face grew moist, the way pure snow softens and glistens on the mountains, thawed by south wind after powdering from the west. And as the snow melts, mountain streams run full. So her white cheeks were wetted by these tears shed for her lord, and he close by her side. Imagine how his heart ached for his lady, his wife in tears, and yet he never blinked. His eyes might have been made of horn or iron for all that she could see. He had this trick, wept if he willed to, inwardly. Well then, as soon as her relieving tears were shed, she spoke once more. I think that I shall say, friend, give me some proof, if it is really true that you were host in that place to my husband with his brave men, as you declare. Come, tell me the quality of his clothing, how he looked, and some particular of his company. Odysseus answered, and his mind ranged far. Lady, so long a time now lies between, it is hard to speak of it. Here is the 20th year since that man left the island of my father. But I shall tell what memory calls to mind. A purple cloak and fleecy he had on, a double thick one. Then he wore a brooch made of pure gold with twin tubes for the prongs, and on the face a work of art, a hunting dog pinning a spotted fawn in agony between his forepaws. Wonderful to see how, being gold and nothing more, he bit the golden deer convulsed, with wild hooves flying. Odysseus's shirt I noticed too, a fine close-fitting tunic like dry onion skin, so soft it was and shiny. Women there, many of them, would cast their eyes on it. But I might add, for your consideration, whether he brought these things from home, or whether a shipmate gave them to him coming aboard, I have no notion. Some regardful host in another port perhaps it was. Affection followed him. There were few Achaeans like him. And I too made him gifts, a good bronze blade, a cloak with lining and a broidered shirt, and sent him off in his trim ship with honor. A herald, somewhat older than himself, he kept beside him. I'll describe this man. Round-shouldered, dusky, woolly-headed, Eurybates his name was, and Odysseus gave him preferment over the officers. He had a shrewd head, like the captain's own.